Come, gather round, class. I've built-in self-repairing armor, nano-liquid circuitry, full-spectrum scanning, and a bunch of other big words.
What else does it do?
Well, lucky for you, I wrote you an instruction manual.
Yay!
I'll look at this later.
Guys, the suit's freaking out!
Get it off!
I can't get it off!
What the hell does he need a rasp for, Cisco?
He runs on water. It seemed like a smart idea at the time.
Flash, all new this Tuesday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Flash Season 4 Episode 2 video. So if you're new to the channel, a like and a subscribe is super appreciated. The first episode of Flash aired last night and it was absolutely stunning. I loved every single minute of it, and it does feel like the fun Flash that we know and love is actually come back to us. And we got Cisco being funny, and we had a lot of references and homages back to the first episode of Season 1, which is where we went to Ferris Air Base. They were testing on Barry. That's how they got him back. They went there again, and we also got like Lady Gaga playing and things like that. It was just really funny, and it does feel like it is some sort of Flash rebirth here, where it's going back to the optimistic, the fun, and everything like that, which is where we get a brand new suit. And the brand new suit here does actually look pretty cool. I really do like it. It's looking more and more like the current Flash suit in the comics. And I'm not so sure about the zip there, which I guess it does make sense in this modern suit here, where he's actually going to have to really put it on with a zip, as opposed to the Flash ring or talking the hell up and sliding up into that puppy. Now we've got a hell of a lot more suits here. To be honest, we've got like temperature control, fire suppression, Babel protocol, pulse cannon, and things like that, which looks a lot like the Spider-Man Homecoming suit. So the Spidey suit in Spider-Man Homecoming was really funny. He had all these kind of different things inside the suit, a lot of powers, which is pretty cool. And it seems like they are kind of borrowing from Spider-Man Homecoming quite a lot here with that, especially with the whole heads-up display thing and the fact that he's going to have to read some mega training manual to actually be able to use this suit. So I don't mind them borrowing this from Spider-Man Homecoming, to be honest. Maybe it's too much of a coincidence, or maybe it's not much of a coincidence or whatever, but that's just the way I saw it, to be honest, when I was watching it. And he's going to have to learn all of his powers, all of his skills, and it's going to be quite funny, I think, him trying to actually learn this. And really, a tech suit is going to actually lead to a hell of a lot of problems for him, because considering that the Thinker is able to, hack and control technology like that, well, that will lead him to actually probably being incredibly vulnerable to the Thinker as well. We see him as well when he's got his float. I'm guessing that's a flotation mode, where he actually grows into this. And what is curious is the fact that he is on the phone as well when his suit kind of starts to screw up. And that's an homage to the Fat Flash cover and panels that we had in way back in the day there as well. So nice little Easter egg there. So it does look really good. So let's take a look at the synopsis. Barry has his hands full when he takes on a dangerous meta who can control technology while also confronting an obstacle in his personal life. The ramifications of abandoning Iris for 6 months to balance the Speed Force. Meanwhile, the Gypsy breaches in for a hot date with Cisco, but she gets annoyed when his work keeps them apart. So that is the second episode here, Mixed Signals, which is looking very cool. So how new Dangerous Meta is going to be played by Dominic Burgess, and he was also briefly in Doctor Who as well. And he will be playing Kilg, which is a sentient virus, a very tough enemy here. It's a very classic villain. It's one of the first villains that Wally West faced when he took over the mantle of being the Flash. So it's pretty cool there that we're getting this kind of homage to this character. Well, we got a new Flash, and here we've technically got a new Flash as well. So it does look like the suit is being controlled by this Kilgore character, because I mentioned as well the fact that the Thinker can get involved and hack this. So what I'm interested in is this meta actually controlled or used by Aminette, who is the blacksmith as well. That'd be quite cool as well to see if she is featured in this and if she has anything to do with this, possibly a retribution for Caitlin going back to working for Team Flash perhaps as well. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that that will actually happen? And quite interesting as well, Kilg was actually featured in the recent Cyborg issues as well. So in the new, the DC Rebirth comics of Cyborg, Kilg was actually attacking him as well. So they actually also had history with Cyborg as well. So I would probably think that maybe the Thinker or the Mechanic, as we saw in the end of the episode last night, I do think that this virus or this robot meta thing probably might actually be controlled by the Thinker as well. It just fits in quite well with that. As well as this as well, we got the news on the elongated man. It seems like he has a history with Barry Allen. So his backstory is being changed a little bit, and he is going to have a shared checkered past with Barry Allen, and they're not going to get on at all. So it's quite curious to see where they will actually be going with that. I don't really know how they're going to change his backstory. Are they going to have a love rival with Iris perhaps back in the day? We don't actually know. And I think that that would be quite a way to actually get to Barry, and they're not going to really want to team up whatsoever. And it does seem like his powers are going to be a secret as well. So this Speed Force Storm that's giving everyone powers is possibly not going to give him powers as well. And lastly, we have the Flash Allen, the Arrow wedding, and wow. So this is absolutely crazy that they've kind of, we know that they're getting married, but we've seen the behind the scenes images that the Flash and as well Arrow will be getting married to their loves of their lives in the crossover episode. So it will be the final crossover episode. It will be in the Legends of Tomorrow one. So that's going to be closing off this, and there will be the Olicity wedding, and there will be the West Allen wedding as well. So looking quite cool there. I'm quite excited to see where they're going to go with this. And obviously the marriage is going to be an end game for really both of these characters. It's quite early on, to be honest, in my opinion, for the Flash to get married, and also maybe a bit too early for Arrow, and I was hoping he'd get with the Black Canary or Black Siren, but that's not really going to happen at all, which is a real shame. But that is going to end this, and there also is going to be a death in Legends of Tomorrow as well, which I'm predicting is going to be Martin Stein, which leads to the end of Firestorm. So that is it for this video. Please do drop a like, please do subscribe, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.